event where somebody was talking about, rite of passage that they had just gone through,
Mm.
um, with the Mankind Project, I mean, sir, that serendipitously because I was also reading a book simultaneously about this African shaman that had kind of gone, through a traditional rite of passage in his community in Africa, and you know, but also was raised in sort of a westernized mindset, so he was able to like take that experience and you know
Wow.
share about it in a way from like a western minded perspective, which is
Hmm.
quite different. But that I was just super fascinated by that, and I was like, wow, I'd love to have that experience and like figure out what it means to be a man,
Mm.
and so soon after that, I just set a really powerful intention to call that into my life. I didn't know how, um, but I just did that. And I was traveling at the time, and I found myself in Southern California, and I came across an event that there was a group of men that had just gone through something like that, and I went and connected with them, and I was traveling with this woman I was with at the time,
Mm.
and
And this is in the same relationship?
yeah, I was still in the same relationship, and we were traveling together,
Wow.
and I connected with this group of men, and I think that was what gave me the strength to kind of let go and
Mm.
move on and say, I need to start over here,
Mm.
and so I ended up staying in that small town in Southern California called Ojai, and embarking on this year-long initiation with this group of men and a teacher by the name of Francis Weller,
Mm.
and yeah, so that's kind of my first experience with men's work,
Wow.
and so, and it's been a long journey since then. I was probably about 23, 24 at that point.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
You strike me, since even you were, since you were a young man, rather, 21, traveling across the country by yourself, searching for maybe a deeper meaning, a purpose, if you will. You've been through so long. I mean, that in and of itself could be maybe seen as a rites of passage in and of itself, right?
that's true. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Interesting. You said
yeah,
you stayed for 1 year in that city. Was this like a 1 year, sorry, a year-long process that you were going?
yeah,
Wow. Okay.
yeah. It was
What
a
was that
year-long
like?
process. Yeah, so I won't go into too many details just to kind of honor the
Of course, of
confidentiality
course,
of
of
the
course.
experience, but um, yeah, it was, interestingly, here's the other coincidence, that book that I was reading by that African healer shaman, his name was Malidoma Some. He was actually ended up being one of the mentors to the
What?
man that led
Wow.
us through the initiation. Yeah.
What are the chances? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So some of the rites of passage processes, they were rituals
Mm.
given over a series of weekend retreats, and some of them were kind of rooted in traditional African ceremony in a
Mm.
way. So they were very like connected to the earth, and yeah, they were there to kind of help us face certain shadows within
Mm.
us, help us connect to each other as a tribe, as a collective, to support one another.
Mm.
Because I think one of the things my original mentor used to say, like one of the greatest wounds of like the kind of modern American man mindset is that wound of belonging,
Mm.
that need to belong, right? Um, and that's something I've definitely seen over the years, how we're highly conditioned, at least men in America, to really isolate ourselves, especially if we're in emotional pain of any
Mm.
kind.